Hello and welcome to the video. I recently had one of my regular visits up to see Ben and the team up there at 3DXR. As usual, Ben was giving me a tour of all the latest products, the new stuff, and we were mooching through the huge stock levels that sits behind not only the 3DXR website, but also the Drone Authority one too. Now, I love going up there and having a good mooch because a lot of the high-end professional stuff that Ben gets in for professional prosumers, those kind of pilots and builders in the 3DXR store, eventually that technology ripples down to us here in the hobby in usually 1 or 2 years. So it's kind of good to get a view of what's going on. Now, historically, we did these videos by pulling those new products off the shelves, sticking them on a table, and then Ben would explain what was new about them. However, I found that walking around the shelves, Ben is providing an awful lot more information, context about what's going on, not only with the stuff that's new, stuff that's changed, updated, packaging changes, stuff that's selling out really quickly, his work to maintain stock levels of particular products, and I get an awful lot of information from Ben about what's happening with the vendors and supply chain and new product stuff. So this one is like that. So it's Ben walking around just kind of explaining all that stuff while he goes through some of the stock on the shelves and passing on a lot of the stuff that he's aware of, what's going on, and talk about the new products that are there for 3DXR and Drone Authority 2.
Okay, so welcome again to our warehouse stock room. So we are getting lots of deliveries all the time, but what we are seeing is sometimes our deliveries are a little bit smaller than we'd quite like, but we are getting them more frequent. And one thing I want to draw customers' attention to is that quite a lot of the Chinese manufacturers and suppliers are now sending products in debranded or just plain packaging. So here's a good example from our most recent Holybro delivery. This is what you might be used to seeing, the telemetry radio, 433 radios here. And this is it now. Yeah. It used to be people like to work on marketing and branding. Now we have a box. It still has the label on, linked to the manual, barcodes, product numbers, but it has lost all its branding. So here's again what the GPS module might look like. And then this is one of their latest products that we just got in, the Mosaic H GPS system. Great product, just unbranded. And for some of their products that come in the anti-static bags, so here's an example here of the airspeed sensors. We've lost the sort of tag at the top, and we've just got a simple sticker with product and barcode. So this is happening with a lot of the Holybro products. We are also seeing this in a few other brands as well. We might see around the warehouse here. Some of the larger fixed wing kits, for example, they are debranded with just a sort of logo or symbol on for what the product is. So that's just something to be aware from. They are coming from the same place, same manufacturer, same factory. It is just less the branding for various different reasons why that's happening at the moment. So let's have a little look around at current sort of stocks and any new products we might have. So what we just showed you there was some items coming in from Holybro. So you might see we're filling up our empty boxes here. With Holybro, we are still getting a large number of products in. We are selling a lot. We are still able to fulfill orders where people want hundreds or thousands of an item. So they are still coming, but you might see some changes to the packaging across the whole range of Holybro. So some of our products we've got here, the APC propellers. We try and basically have all of their propeller range in the sort of standard type of propeller. They do some other triple and random bladed stuff, but we have from down to 3 or 4 inches all the way up to 22 inches, I think is our biggest one. So these are your sort of bread and butter electric propellers, and we keep a reasonable quantity of each size, and again we're able to fulfill larger orders as well. Walking through here, we have some of our chargers. So we have a few brands of charger that we stock. Ultra Power, they have a huge range from tiny little chargers for your indoor drones all the way down to huge, massive 20-30 amp chargers. Some of our other charger brands, we have Sky RC, we have iCharger, and then we have a few of the products from Genzace, their sort of iMars series. So we have quite a lot of chargers available for all the different needs. So we have another sort of bread and butter product, I would call it, Mauk systems. So Mauk has been making all the sort of current and voltage sensing products and also voltage regulation products. So we stock their entire range. What we also have is quite a few custom products from them. So where customers have wanted some of their multi-becks, like a Power Cube 4, for example, that has 4 outputs. And what we've had done is we've had them customized in a variety of different voltages for different customer needs, so our own needs, but also what customers want. So we have the standard mount products, and then we also have some customized mount products in the range as well. RF designs, so the telemetry radio manufacturers. Again, we have their products for UK use, EU use, and also for America. And we stock all the accessories, and we keep these in quite large quantities as well. Just to the side over here is Tarot. So in my opinion, Tarot are a sort of long-standing brand that has always made a lot of products and accessories for sort of multi-rotors. They have their own frames, which I'm sure everybody will have built at one point, but they also have loads of fantastic little connectors, folding arm joints for making stuff. So I find when we're doing a little project, there's a little Tarot part in almost everything. TMotor are actually, we've just started to get in a new range of products from TMotor. So it appears we've just received a programming card for them. But what they are is we've got a new VTOL ESC coming. The reason why it's specifically for VTOLs is that it has the ability to lock the motor in a position, and that's done by the ESC. We have some motors available now where they can lock sort of horizontally, and the idea is on a VTOL that they hold that position, and it's sort of fixed amount of air resistance instead of potential windmilling, and that in the past is done by additional magnets in the base of the motor, which is absolutely fine. But there's another way you can do that, which is by locking them from the ESC. So the TMotor's new V series of ESC is meant for that purpose, and they've got them from sort of 60 amps up to 200 amps and up to 18 and 24S. So they're due in possibly by the time this video lands. For TMotor, again, we stock basically the whole range of products. We have from the smallest propeller to 62-inch propellers. We keep a lot of stock of the most popular, and we keep a good enough stock of the larger items that are bought less often. And then we also have the ability to order and procure the items in huge quantities. So a recent TMotor item that we've started to stock is from one of their sister brands, is CubeMars. Now, we have actually had the thrusters from CubeMars for a while. So they're the ones that you can put on like a submarine. So it's just quite a nice waterproof little motor unit. Their main products from CubeMars are the motors on sort of joints. So you might have seen the robotic dogs. These are robotic people. These are the motors that make up those joints. So very different to the normal motors used on fixed wing and multi-rotor. A lot of them have encoders built in, and it's just a range of accessible products. Now, we don't build these things, we don't actually use them ourselves, but what we're trying to do is hold a level of stock for those people getting into this and the people experimenting. They're a quality product used in many off-the-shelf systems, but this gives people a chance to quickly procure motors that they may wish to use in their project. So we have the full range in a sensible enough quantity that people can get them next day most of the world and do their project and testing. Some of my favorite items are simple, just good connectors. We use a huge amount of mass products, but another product that is quite popularly used is some of the QS connectors. So this is one of the bigger QS9s. So we've just had a restock of the QS8s. I think this is a good choice if you need something bigger than an XT90, but you don't want the AS150 sort of single connectors. So that's a nice step up from an XT90. If you need to go any bigger, there's QS9s, there's QS10s, it's like a 10mm bullet. I think we even have a QS12, which just gets crazy. These are used in the sort of drone and unmanned world, but you'll actually see some of these QS connectors on electric scooters and other sort of consumer devices. Our mass section, we're probably due a stock up on these, but we do keep quite a large quantity of the standard XC30s, 60s and 90s, and a few of their other products, fancy ones where you have both power and signal. So yeah, these are the to me the bread and butter items. Matek section, we are seeing some shortages, not so much some shortages, but a hugely increased demand in certain products, and there is a little bit of delay in fulfilling some of these items. So H743 wing flight controllers and some of the DLVR airspeed sensors, we are getting them in. There is just a higher demand than normal, so you will see from time to time certain items will temporarily be out of stock. And we've also trying to increase the stocks we hold of these items to try and deal with that, but there's definitely a little bit of a sort of shortage of these at the moment. So this is our build section, so it's a bit of a accumulation of some of the odd bits that don't fit somewhere else, but also some of the sort of essentials. One thing we do get here at 3Docs is we'll have cables and stuff made. So this is an example of a longer version of, this could be an I2C cable, so just 4-pin JST one, but we had requirements for just having them a bit longer. So wherever we can, we will get excess for stock, or we might have had this made for a customer. So this is something that can be done. A rough sort of idea is, from this particular manufacturer, from Holybro, it's like 1,000 units. We do have some options where it might just be a couple of hundred, but there is ways to get custom length cables made, even going from one connector to another. That's something we could kind of facilitate as well as part of our service. The rest of the stuff on our build bit, we have tapes, Kapton tape. My favourite, you can never have enough Yoo-hoo pour. It's essential. We have our Velcro straps that we had made, branded ones. So we have these quite big. We struggle to get stuff 800mm long. So some of the drones we have where you've got bigger batteries or multiple batteries, so we just had to get these made. So that's quite a big strap size. I think people buy these probably for other uses as well, because there's not many about. These are like Kevlar reinforced, so super strong with a metal welded buckle. So they're quite a good strap. That's again something we had made in the sizes that we had demand for. Recently, just a small section at the minute, but we do have products in from True RC, so we're kind of picked in the most popular. So we've got a lot of the we've got the 2.4 and the 5.8 HRCP ones. We also have some of the bigger stuff, and this is just based on demand, but we will be expanding our True RC range. Again, Aeronaut electrics, and also their cam carbon folding. I think these are for electric motor users. These again are a sort of staple product, so we try and have the whole range in, a lot of sort of pitch options within a size. There is again, this is not debranding, but there is a slight change to some of the presentation of these, so they adjusted how to label them. So here's an example where they've added this cam Z carbon over cam carbon, so it's just a subtle way to be marked differently. So if you're replacing your propeller and suddenly you've got this extra bit in there, that is just a sort of labeling change, a logo change on them. But yeah, we try and stock the full range of the electric series of straight and folding propellers. We have our sort of LiDAR section here, so we have our Lightwear products and also Ben & Wake. We just had the new Lightwear GRF 250. So this is a 250 meter LiDAR, and what's fantastic about it is it's the same sort of small form factor. It weighs next to nothing. The same form factor of some of their newer models as well, like the SF20, but you have this tremendous range, and in the coming months they will be bringing out a similar form factor product even towards the sort of 500 meters. So some sort of fantastic leaps in range sensing with these products. So here's our SIYI section, which we've just had a restock of. So you might know some of the most popular cameras, A8 Mini. So just had a couple of hundred of those arrive. We also have some of their other cameras. They have the ZR10 and ZR30. And we've had a delivery of the controllers. So some of their popular controllers, we've got an MK15, we've got an MK32. And for the first time, what we have also stocked is their dual controller and also their repeater versions. So that's a way that allows you to do sort of repeat the signal with another air unit in the end. So we have all versions available now of the MK15, HM30 and MK32, and they've just been restocked. We also have some of their newer controllers arriving in the next few weeks. So that's a little sneak peek around our warehouse. Just remember, we've got stuff coming all the time. So we've got new products arriving and also restocking all our original products that we sell. Do keep checking the website. And if you're planning to build over the winter when you can't get out and fly, chances are we've probably got what you're looking for on our website. So do check it out.
Thank you for watching my video. Check out the playlist, and adding Painless 360 to your search terms will help you find my content. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps a lot. You can support the time I spend here answering questions and helping others by using the links in the video description.